So there's something that has been trending on Twitter that really caught my attention, and I could not just look at it alone because there's so many emotions it brings out of me, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I just had to bring it to share with you. You might have thought about leaving Nigeria before, but maybe you're just passive about it, that if I get the opportunity, I will leave, to go and do this, to go and do that. But I'm going to show you like 3 different situations, and at the end, just let me know whether or not you still want to leave Nigeria. First of all, then and now. Pay close attention, that's not all. Then and now. Okay, you're probably getting into the mood. Now let me just scatter everywhere for you. Then and now. You probably already understand where I'm going because you can see in some of the now pictures, you can see snow and some kind of environment, and you can see some freshness that is a far cry from what you can see in the then pictures. So the big question, will you still leave Nigeria or not? This is a disclaimer. I'm not trying to encourage you to leave your motherland, all right? But whatever it is you want to do, feel free and just have fun and enjoy yourself. Anyways, before you leave Nigeria, thank you for staying tuned to every NG. This is Unplug, and it's time for us to go through all the updates, all the news from every single corner of the globe. Thank you very much for joining. My name is Victor. And without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. Ozo and Nengi will be starting off the show with us today. And it's not one of those things that you might have gotten used to, the whole lovey-dovey thing with the Ozone ship and all of that. Well, this time, there might actually be some crisis in the Ozone ship. Maybe the Ozone ship is beginning to leak in some water and might be sinking little by little because Ozo and Nengi have unfollowed each other on Instagram. But we see a lot of these things, from time to time. People are already even beginning to say that maybe it's even the app that can misbehave. Sometimes you lose followers and followers come back. I'm like, okay, even if you're going to lose followers, does it have to be this particular person that people are shipping you with? We don't know what is going on now. Nobody has said anything about it yet. But we are just waiting to see what is going to happen between Ozo and Nengi. Could this be the end of the Ozone ship? I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, now let's talk Kidwire. Kidwire is in a celebratory mood because his 28th birthday is coming up real soon. And it's not just him, but his mother as well. Of course, a lot of people came to know and love Susan Wire when her son was still in the Big Brother Naija house. And even after, because she was quite a little bit outspoken here and there. Well, she has come out to show gratitude to God and thank God for life, thank God for the love of fans. I mean, she was really particular about the fact that her son's fans, who are probably also her fans, their fans, really love them, and she was grateful for the genuine love that they enjoy. All right, now, much later, earlier today, actually, Kidwire now tweeted something that he was thinking of, just letting the day go like that, just say, okay, happy birthday, thank you. But then he decided that it's not just his birthday, but it's everybody's birthday. I mean, not like everybody, but he and his fans, And he's going to have a meet and greet / party at a place called Crossroads. So I don't know what the criteria for getting into that location on Kidwire's birthday are, but anyways, Kidwire is going to be throwing some kind of party on his birthday. So happy birthday to Kidwire in advance. All right, now let's talk Bobrisky. Bobrisky here, Bobrisky there, Bobrisky somewhere else, tattoos and all of that. Well, this time it's not a tattoo thing, but Bobrisky is taking his gender shifts a lot more seriously now. And he was talking about how he now has money and he wants to actually become that thing people think he is, that he's not actually that thing. I don't know if that made sense, but you get what I'm saying. So Bobrisky is actually going for facial feminization surgery, and he posted a picture of his role model, perhaps Nikita Dragun, who was a man and has become completely a woman now because of surgery and all of that. And Bobrisky saying if he could survive it, I can too. So I'm going for it. I'm going to do it. And he said he's going to be away for like 3 weeks or thereabouts so that he can get time to heal. Personally, I cannot wait to see the results of this. I don't know why I'm so, maybe not excited, but I'm just just expectant. I want to see what's going to happen. Anyways, okay. Away from Bobrisky now, let's talk Chioma, who has been reported to, or who reportedly has broken up the relationship with Davido. Well, she hasn't said anything about it, but Chioma has now begun to take baking classes in one of the most prestigious hotels in Lagos, and amid all this breakup talk here and there, she is not even responding. She probably has developed some kind of thick skin, and she's just going about her business. She, of course, is a chef, like we know, but she is taking her career to the next level. She posted pictures of a cake, a fruit pie, or something like that, and she's moving on with her career. Davido or no Davido, right? So there you have it. Chef Chi is moving. And we move on to the next story. Kanayo recently shared his meeting with Bolanle Minolowo, and it was really heartwarming to see, because we know Kanayo is a senior in the industry, and it really touched me the way Bolanle he didn't even kneel down, he prostrated actually when Kanayo approached him, and I was like, wow, this is massive respect. He actually understands who his seniors are in the industry, and it was really lovely to see. I mean, Kanayo was just gushing about him. He said, I know an actor when I see one. I saw him 5 years ago. I knew that he was going to be great in the industry, which he actually is right now. All right, so moral story, always respect those who have been there before you. All right, now let's move on. Let's talk COVID-19 and the vaccines in Nigeria. Well, the federal government has revealed the actual sources of the COVID-19 vaccine in Nigeria. Apart from the COVAX scheme, there are two other sources. There is the African Vaccine Acquisition Task Team, and there is also the governments of India and the government of Russia, all these teaming up together to provide and make the COVID-19 vaccines available to Nigerians. A lot of people are quite skeptical about the Indian government giving Nigeria vaccines, but I didn't say before, but just so you know, those 3.9 million doses that we got before were actually from India. So if you don't want to take the vaccine anymore, that is your business if you're skeptical about it. But all these people have come together to help Nigeria and other countries get the vaccine so that we can be all safe and healthy. Okay, now away from that, let's talk the vaccine still, but the President Muhammadu Buhari, and Vice President Sinbajo will be getting their vaccines tomorrow. They'll be getting vaccinated tomorrow. We still don't know whether it's going to be like a public thing, like it was in some other African country where the President and his vice got their vaccines openly in public, but they're going to be getting their vaccines tomorrow, apparently leading by example. They're the first in the line of fire. If anything is wrong with the vaccines, apparently it's going to affect them first. So there you have it. The President and the Vice President are going to be getting the first shots of the COVID-19 vaccines in Nigeria. All right. So let's move on now. Let's talk Mary Njoku. There was a serious back and forth that happened on social media when she came out to say that 3-point-something million is not too expensive to pay school fees for children in Nigeria. She even said one of her littlest kids is paying as much as 3 million naira for school fees, and then that was when things actually went south, because people came to attack her and said, oh, so you're paying that much for your children's school fees, but then you're paying graduate employees in your company just 30,000 naira. And just in case you don't know her company, she is the founder of Iroko TV, or Rock, and she has been doing quite well in what is a male-dominated industry. So people attacked her and were like, oh, you're paying just 30,000 naira to graduate employees and you're saying this, so you have that much money. Well, now she has come out to attempt to clear her name and say, look, I have never and I will never pay any graduate employee just 30,000 naira. If you have any proof that I am actually paying any graduate employee 30,000 naira, I will accept, and I'll not only accept and admit that I'm doing that, but I'll pay you 1 million naira. If you actually have proof and you can prove it that this is what I'm doing, you're going to walk away 1 million naira richer, and I'll take the blame and take the fall for it. I'm like, oh wow, okay. But don't try to manufacture or forge any kind of proof, because they have their ways. They'll definitely find you out. So there's the situation with Mary Njoku right now. Okay, now let's move on to some sad news. Just some days ago, FaZe announced the death of his twin sister, and she died just a couple of days to their birthday. And it was really sad news. He received a lot of condolences from other musicians, singers, and the likes in the industry. Well, she was buried just recently, and it was a mini reunion, albeit in very inappropriate circumstances, sort of. But it was a mini reunion of the Plantation Boys. Of course, you would remember FaZe, Two-Face, and Blackface. They all reunited at FaZe's sister's burial, and it was really good to see them showing their support to a friend, putting aside whatever differences that they might have had before, and just being there for each other. So pray her soul rests in perfect peace. Okay, the other time we talked about the release of Coming to America, the sequel, part 2 of the movie. Well, the movie is here. Today is March the 5th, and the movie has been released, and it is exclusively on Amazon Prime. If you remember, we have already talked about the musical aspect of the movie, the Nigerian artists that were featured in the movie. The movie is now out. You can go watch it on Amazon Prime, and spoiler alerts. I don't know if this is a spoiler, but I'm just informing you, right? Just so you know, we're going to be giving you a full review of the movie right here on Every NG, so you do not want to miss that one as well. All right, so there you have it. Coming to America, a sequel is in the air. H-E-I-R. All right, so away from that now, let's talk sports, where we're getting some not so pleasant news from Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods has been in hospital. Of course, he was involved in a very ghastly motor accident. Thankfully, he's still alive, but he has, had to undergo orthodontic care and all of that. He had bad leg injuries, broke his legs and stuff like that. But now, the update we're getting is that he is finally conscious and responsive, but Tiger Woods is saying he cannot remember driving. Like, he cannot actually remember. He has no memory of himself driving, before the accident took place. And that doesn't sound like a good update at all. It doesn't. We're hoping he doesn't have any serious memory issues, and we're still monitoring the situation. We'll definitely keep you posted on what happens, and we wish him quick recovery. Finally, Liverpool are in a major crisis. I guess it is safe to say that Liverpool are in a crisis. Yesterday, against Chelsea, they lost their 5th consecutive home game. Anfield is no longer the fortress it once was, and Mason Mount stole the show yesterday after he scored against Liverpool. Really beautiful goal. But what is Liverpool doing? What is Jurgen Klopp doing? We don't know, right? But let's see what happens as the season progresses. Thank you so much. That is all we have on Unplug for today. It's always a pleasure giving you the updates. My name remains Victor. This is Every NG, and until next time, peace.